Welcome everyone to Zelda Speedruns, and welcome everyone to what's going to be, as you already know by now, busy weekend. We'll start with the Render Friday, and we'll start with the ALttPR Crossworld Keysanity tournament for the ALttPR randomizer. matt7898 versus Goomba, and since the music just conveniently stopped, let's actually switch over to the layout. And let's say hi to the commentators for today, to Hamster, and to Frostbite. Hey guys, what's up?
Heyo. Just
Hey Trez.
excited.
Same, super excited for this race between two good runners, and yeah, looking forward to this getting started.
I think they're off to the races. Should catch up soon. I personally find the opening very interesting every time, like seeing what the different runners do. I know what Goomba will be doing.
Same, and I am
don't know what Matt will be doing.
farming some. He's going straight up to the uncle. This is an interesting choice. Of course, Goomba will be fake flippering and doing his regular route to farm some money through the Houlihan. Check that very easily isolatable entrance over at the witch's house.
Oh, nice, triple from Matt. And vanilla uncle.
Yeah, that's always fun to find. You'd almost rather find that in one of the entrances with a slightly barred door so you can access it early, and a really early moon pearl as well.
Wow. And we find the stupid connector over in the witch's hut.
Yep.
That is about as early as a pearl as you can get.
Yeah, unless it's in Link's house, it doesn't get much earlier than that.
Yep. Vanilla stupid fairy? Okay.
Yeah, that was the useless fairy, and yeah, one of the reasons I don't like doing the Houlihan first is because I like to be different, but second of all, you run into bombs and stuff a lot of the times, and it always seems you end up with 8,000 rupees by the end of the race, and I try and like to gamble early to see if I can avoid doing it, and of course, a lot of times, I just end up slinking over there after about 10 minutes anyway.
Yeah, it can just bite you if you have to leave behind like inns or shops. We've seen early Thieves Town.
Yeah,
this is a good dungeon to find.
Yeah, exactly. This is a great dungeon to find early, as long as you're comfortable with it's not that tricky combat early, but the enemies will bite you a little hard. But it's 4 quick items, and it's always nice to know where it is for coming back to.
Yep. Goomba gets an 8 bomb drop from the enemy and the 4 bomb drop triple, so more than enough bombs now. And hammer in Thieves Town. Oh, that's a beautiful find.
And more bombs. Seems like that's going to be the theme of this run early on.
Apparently, yeah. Well, let's see where Matt takes this. If he goes to Kakarika right away, which is obviously loaded with entrances. Or he goes south. Interesting.
I wonder if
he just for Hype Cave?
I wonder if he might be making a quasi-Houlihan play himself.
Maybe, yeah. Ooh, another stupid connector. He follows it. I can see it.
Yeah, I like this choice. It's right near where he started anyway, so restarting here, he's not losing that much time, and this is a place that lots of people like to skip.
Yep.
It's also horrible to get through with this load.
Ooh, hammer mini moldoms. That's scary.
Yeah, they're not as bad as, say, in Mini Moldorm Cave here, because you can get them from the left and the right, which tends to be easier than those notoriously terrible up hammers, but yeah, it's not...
They just move so erratically. And first pot small key. And he even makes it out to see where the connector goes. Very nice. Oh. Guess we're over here now.
You know, it's kind of a silly spot to get spit out, but knowing what that entrance is and that it's basically dead from the start is nice.
Yeah, we just gotta hope that this isn't their only Dark World connector.
It is Garbage Woods, too, so... And Matt is going to get the items, which totally makes sense given that he's here. I mean,
Yeah,
he could.
maybe he has the 1 and 4.
Yeah, I don't
He's
think
checking.
he can even. Oh, he's going for it.
Looks like Sanctuary is in a pyramid today. It's always a bit interesting with the back of Sank. And he gets bailed out. Woo!
Nice. Very nice.
The not bullshit ones.
It's still junk, but not that junk. Yeah, the Sanctuary is very interesting. I mean, especially with that early Moon Pearl, it sort of might signal that these entrances have a little bit of value.
Yeah, and with the hammer we also can reach the southern Dark World from here. This is really interesting. Super early Dark World exploration. Which can be risky, I guess. Like, would you rather go over to Kakariko or continue exploring the Dark World for a bit?
I'm a guy that goes, so I'd probably keep going. But I would be looking to get out when the first opportunity arose, whether that's save quitting deep in a dungeon or something like that. But I would definitely want to check these entrances over by the pod area like Goomba is. He has the money to do it, and either you find something that you know you got to come back to or you eliminate it entirely. He's here already, might as well get it.
Yeah, I'd probably do the same.
In addition, that early Moon Pearl to me often signals that the light world might be a little more dry than it can be in other instances, because a lot of the times you're looking for items to find the Moon Pearl, and with that Moon Pearl, I'd be sort of thinking the Dark World's probably going to be where things like my mirror are going to.
Agreed. Like, the game put some important item in the Dark World and then had to put the Moon Pearl early to let you get there.
Yeah, obviously it doesn't entirely work like that necessarily, because it is random, but that's how I always assume it is working, exactly.
Yeah. Like, it obviously could have just placed the Moon Pearl as the first item there, but we don't know in what order it placed this stuff in. Let's see, one of the more annoying entrances over here. Pod entrance.
It's really interesting to see one of them in the pod entrance and one of them deep in Skull Woods, and we're only 6 minutes and 20 seconds into the seat. That's entrance random.
Luckily just a hint, dude. Won't have to come back here.
Spoilers, Goomba. Did Matt find that bottle? He did, right? That was, I'm assuming, the one he had.
In Skull Woods, yeah.
In Skull.
And Matt looks to be getting a bit of money as well. Maybe? Oh. He's still off from Zora.
And Goomba also deciding to take the plunge into Spiral Cave.
Yeah, makes sense, as you said, with how close to Link's house it is. There's really no reason to put it off. If it leads to garbage, you just save and quit.
Exactly, and especially since it's an item and it's going to be in logic immediately. If you skip it, it's going to be in the back of your head the whole time.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, using the guard to push him right on the edge instead of a bomb. That's interesting on Matt's end. I don't think I've seen that one yet.
I've seen people use enemies to get them on. It's usually more on the southern part where they use that sort of exploding enemy to line up at the edge of the screen. Or obviously the self-harm bomb lineups as well.
And Goomba also takes the dip into Skull Woods.
Yeah. Makes sense. We'll see if he keeps going up the front like Matt did or not. I mean, he's only going to find the arrows here.
Yeah, if he tries for the 1 and 4. Looks like it. And Matt gets his money. I assume, yeah, he's finally going to Kak. Now we're gonna see some entrances.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they run into specifically either of the Dark Mountain save points, because they're dealing with some pretty not great locations so far for traversing the game. I mean, the Dark World's fine, but if they have to get back to Kak a bunch of times, it's not going to be fun if they don't find a...
Yeah, Kak is really annoying for them right now, and at the same time, if they have to like go to the Northwest Dark World a bunch of times, they have to go through that through Spiral Cave and then through Skullwoods to get there at the moment. So we really hope that's not their only access.
No, exactly. And obviously they're hoping to find a glove, which will open up a ton of stuff early.
Yeah.
It'd be really insane if that was the third item they found. I don't think I've ever seen an entrance seed where it's like an inverted seed almost with the way the items are stacking up.
Another horrible connector, Super Bunny. I think Super Bunny and Spiral are probably the two worst connectors to find early on.
Yeah, I mean, if you find the back of Super Bunny Cave, it's not that bad, right?
That's good. This way it's just a stupid connector.
Still, it's 2 items in logic. It's always tough to leave it behind. I mean, I agree there's a lot of doors here, and there's 5 items in logic right here.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's gonna clean up Kek and maybe comes back for Super Bunny after, if he doesn't find better connectors in quotation marks. Mirror right away with this Dark World access. Jesus!
Wow.
And the second pod key. We haven't even seen pod yet. And the single arrow. A unique item is in the back of Blindside. Yeah, exactly. Logic always considers just keys from pods, at least the ones that get tracked usually. The ones that are just under, from chests, the ones that are under skulls and whatnot, and pods, they're just assumed to be gotten.
This is also another not-so-great connector.
Yeah. It's also a one-way trip, and it's not even the end where you get the item, which is a big hint this time, so...
Yeah,
you really want that other end.
That is definitely the worst. And Laser Bridge, this is interesting. We'll see if Matt's gonna attempt getting some of these items. Looks like he's not setting up the iframes, which is, oh, he just nails it first try, though.
Goomba going towards Eastern now, instead of Kek. That's the Lake Hylia entrances. Gina's Cave.
And the book on Laser Bridge.
I feel that's a good item to find early, at least this way you don't have to, like, hard orphan the tablets.
Yeah, and although this isn't quite in logic yet, and Goomba finds a glove. What is this?
Holy... Like, is this a non-entrance random seed? Glove, hammer, moon pearl?
Yeah, we'll just have to find where Ganon's tower maybe is vanilla and has the boots in it or something, or leading to Ganon at Lumberjack. We gotta get some entrance in here.
Probably.
Yeah, no, that book isn't in logic yet, so I don't know that Matt would be thinking about this, but every time I get the book early, I am extremely suspicious of the Vanilla Desert Palace front entrance, because it is the only thing generally accessible with the book immediately, and I may or may not have lost a race where I had to forfeit because I forgot that entrance existed, so...
And Ice Palace? Left ledge on East AM. That's Spiral Cave Vanilla entrance, I think?
I believe so.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah. And Goomba read that the Lake Hylia entrance is garbage, just a storyteller. Here's the other end of Super Bunny. Well, that makes it easy.
Yeah, Goomba is definitely going to be a little upset about choosing to go this way as opposed to towards Kek.
Yeah. Oh, right side of desert. Yeah, this is sort of unfortunate for Goomba. He checked out the pod area and is now checking out the eastern area when he could have just gotten his mirror.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does prefer to do the eastern area fairly early a lot of the time. I think he's a flexible runner that doesn't necessarily have strict routes, but I know he does tend to head there early on.
Yeah.
And it does make some sense, because it's one of the areas that you can completely full clear with no items, so you're not leaving behind glove spots and boot spots and all that stuff, so...
Mm-hmm. More items from the Pyramid Ferry? Nothing. So eastern and pod area are both pretty empty, just a right desert entrance over there. But that might be our way up to West Death Mountain, since we know there's a desert connector up there, or I guess Death Mountain in general.
Yeah, exactly. I understand not going through it early, though, although,
Yeah.
you know, there is an item in there and it does give you some entrances. It's not in a bad spot, assuming you get the flute to explore, and it's a lengthy connector to go through.
Yep. We find the well.
That's always nice, being able to access that early.
Having the hammer, really nice. Let's see if anything's in there. 2 out of 5 garbage so far. Maya small key, not great. Shovel, not great, and pretty garbage.
Yeah, I think the rating on that is like a 1 out of 10, pending what's on the fireside of Meyer or on the...
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, the one Maya key is kind of nice.
Yeah, and if the shovel is bad, it goes to its...
Yeah, pretty much. All depends on shovel.
Yeah, because if there's something there, it's nice. If there's something not there, it just makes you run 30 seconds out of your way for no reason.
Yup. Bottlebender with a second sword. Very nice. Next drop down is the Thief.
Yeah, I personally like to YOLO that drop down as soon as I see it because it's a little bit lengthy to walk through, but you're not going to miss those 20.
Yeah. If I see that entrance, I just jump in as well. Obviously, they can't like fully just YOLO into the drop downs right away yet, since they haven't found Ganon, and it would be pretty annoying to save and quit from here.
Well, I mean, they could. I mean...
Yeah. So, just a bit risky.
Yeah, I'll do it in certain circumstances, like if I'm going to the Hyrule Castle drop down and it's like I've already checked the main one, and if it's Ganon, I'm just safe quitting anyways, but that's about the only scenario where I haven't seen.
We see Pod and Desert for 5-6.
Pod's always an interesting crystalline entrance.
Oh, was it Misery Maya leads to a fairy fountain, I believe? That's nice. That is always good. Like Maya entrance, back of Skullwood, Tolrock entrance, those can be really annoying. And Eastern.
And deciding to dive right straight into Eastern. And I think Goomba might have gone through Super Bunny Cave, through the cave, if I'm not.
I didn't see, but yeah, would make sense. He ends up here.
Yeah, Eastern's one of those interesting dungeons in that your instinct is you don't want to go into it, but after you've played 3 or 4 seeds and found important things in Eastern every time, it's really hard to leave these 4, I guess, 3 in logic check.
Yeah, especially since it's unlikely that you get Bow and Bicky early to complete it immediately. So...
Yeah, the game will like to throw the big key at you about 5 minutes after you leave, though, it seems.
Yeah. We'll see. See, a small key to Hera can be a good find.
Yeah, again, something you'd probably rather find early as opposed to late.
Yeah, like all these fetch quest keys. You'd rather have them early and not leave them behind in their respective dungeons.
Yeah, I mean, if I mean, I know a lot of people run this way, but if I find a dungeon, I mean, I'm really prone to just go in and do what I can, and that Hera basement is a rude location and entrance sometimes.
Yeah, same.
I mean, and I'll be honest, I don't mind sometimes finding that location to give myself a little bit of breathing room to plan my route, because there is so much going on, especially early when you're trying to track entrances and trying to formulate your plan. It can be a little bit overwhelming. So running into that Hera basement, 50 minutes in and getting a breather for a second isn't always the worst thing.
Yeah, see where you want to go next. Okay, so CAC pretty full this time. Smith's bomb shop, 2 dungeon entrances, and 1 connector. We still haven't explored yet. I'm for some dark rooms. Shouldn't be too bad with the sword though. So.
No, this is one of those rooms I practiced up without a sword because it seems like you run into a lot of entrance races where you're very low combat resources for a long time. Not this race, but Lord knows you look at maybe like Shireen and Mai's race from a couple days ago was one of those for.
Yeah. Hook shot. Ooh.
This seed is something else.
That's a nice find. Still out of logic, since it's locked behind the dark rooms, but we don't care much about the lamp. Let's be honest.
No, unless you're a newer runner and you're looking to do some of the dark connectors with the lamp, mainly that Dark Death Mountain Descent one or the Death Mountain Descent one. Other than that, the lamp is for these runners basically a nice to have, and it's a fine.
Yep.
But the hook shot combined with that Desert Palace knowledge does, I think, open up the entirety of at least the lower portions of it.
Yep, which makes Goomba having found that desert right entrance kind of valuable.
Yeah, and I guess with the mirror and hammer, it makes all of Death Mountain accessible.
Mm-hmm. See a small key in the last spots.
The next little bit of this.
Key.
Oh, sorry, Hamza. The next little bit of this race is going to be very interesting because they have so many choices with what they can do right now. It'll be curious to see what they.
Goomba still has a bit of an advantage with that. Oh god, what is the hustler placement? Skullwoods is our green pendant. Goomba still has a bit of an advantage at the moment with that earlier glove, obviously. That's always nice for routing. Skullwood's big. Ugh.
Yeah, they've both already been in there. That won't be a friendly.
3 potkeys already. We got a 50-50 for Ganon being below Lumberjacks here. Let's see it. And of course, Aga 1 required.
This isn't the worst. I mean, it's always frustrating when you find Aga there, but I'd rather have this than one of those Sophie's Choices where it's like, oh, there's a small key on it, and you can see it, so you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
At least you know you gotta do it. You know you're gonna find those keys. There's no hesitancy to doing Aga, the whole tower, once you find it. You know you're gonna have to.
Oh, Goomba following Spectacle Rock immediately.
Yeah, interesting.
Clearing that keg. He's probably just hoping to find decent Dark World connectors that aren't back of Skullwoods, so he can use the mirror and Moonpearl and hammer.
Well, he can just go into the Dark World North.
Oh, true. He used the glove. And it just leads to the Light World bumper ledge. Eh.
That's not a bad spot to come out, though, because at least that entrance isn't hanging over your head the whole time. You know, you get deep in the game, you find a late mirror, not this seed, and that entrance can be very annoying, especially if it's like Turtle Rock or some horrible way to get up there.
Yep.
Checking off bad entrances is never that bad.
Interesting. Looks like Matt is going back to the connector over here in Witch's Hut. Following this one. Haven't seen that yet.
No, I would have definitely skipped this one because I hate going at it from this side because it takes a long time. But
yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting play, especially if I knew I'm playing Goomba. I know he's going to see this right away, and there's not a chance he's going through it, right? So I might think of going to this as a play that he's going to essentially not do right away. But of course, we know there's access all over the world, and that is actually a really nice connector.
Interesting. Yeah. That is a really good one to find.
Matt's probably going to be spending the next little bit of time up here on Death Mountain, so...
Presumably, yeah. Oh, I think he might have just lost his mirror bottle.
Yeah, he might be able to creep into the corner of that. He might lose it going out one of these doors anyways, you never know.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how that even works.
And he finds the desert main entrance, as we suspected. Or got hinted at. The item just being bombs. Yeah, it's kind of a trek for him to come back here, so I'm... Oh, thanks, Hobo has a GT small. So I would be a bit surprised, but it looks like he's going for the exits.
Yeah, I definitely would not be going out these doors for fear of getting locked behind something I can get back in through, but,
Yeah.
you know, if it leads to the right spot, it's the right choice.
Like, with that hookshot, I want to explore Death Mountain, for sure.
Well, this doesn't work out too badly for him anyhow.
Yeah, I guess that works. And Pet is dead. Just a little piece of love. And we get another tablet right away. With the useless compass.
And so, because Matt has the hookshot, this isn't that big of a problem that he got shuttled over to the side of the mountain. He'll still be able to easily clear it all up. The issue is he'll probably go back over the top through the hammer side, I would suspect.
I would expect so, yeah.
Old man return gate.
Yep. At least if he goes up top, he gets to see the item and grab the last entrance that's up there, so...
Yeah, and he can do the two down the middle if he chooses to drop down there, which he would, because he's already checked Spiral Cave vanilla entrance, so...
Yep. Yeah, he didn't enter in the Dark World first into the left side on the Turtle Rock Bridge, so he doesn't know what's over there. He mirrored first. Old man, just $50. But a save and quit point. That's the important part. Goomba gets the Skullwoods chest right away. Just a red boomerang. Ooh, and we find Paradox Cave. Not the end we're supposed to go in, but 7 items. Gimme.
Yeah, I suspect we might find that Matt'll... Ooh, Flippers, very nice. Another very access-opening item in this, format. But I suspect we'll find maybe that one of the other entrances is in Logic already, given how much access...
Yeah, I'd assume so. They have access to, like, almost the entire world in Logic. Ice Rod, good find. Never wanna hunt that down. Skullwoods map, we know what that is already. Looks like he's going back, wants to explore the mountain first. He might just, instead of going back over to the east of mountain, he might go into the Dark World here and then check the 2 entrances and mirror in front of this to check that out.
It's a viable option. He's got lots of really good options from his spot right here.
Yeah. At the same time, he might also just go over to east of mountain, as you said, and clear out that and then hookshot back. We find Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
Right,
with that Hyrule Castle small key in their inventory already, for one thing, I want to go back and check what's under that pyramid. Even without the lamp, I'm sure these runners are darkroom capable. And second thing, it brings those lower 2 items into Logic.
Yep. Like, finding that early castle key is really nice.
Matt's showing one of the things you see from a lot of newer entrance runners, and that he is allergic to the right hand.
Yep, you can just walk to the back on the right side. No need to go left first.
I mean, in fairness, you don't get those sweet heart buckets there, but I mean, come on, he didn't pick them up anyway.
Oh, he doesn't need to death off, never mind. We got the mirror. Let's see what we find down here.
Yeah, and Goomba's about to be very pleased when he runs into his hook shot as well.
Yeah. You don't want to miss an early hook shot.
No, Matt missing that early glove is a little bit concerning, because it could be a while till he gets back.
Yep.
And
over in pod area, right?
Yeah, I can't remember if it was Pod or Eastern, but it was definitely in that side of the dungeon or of the. Of course, I glanced away right when Matt picked up that last item, but let's see what's in Zelda's cell.
Two hammer hits. Oh. But still, access to the bag, as we said, really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like he's going to take it. Without the Fire Rod, it's not the most appealing Dark Room. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's definitely something you have to do in this scenario, in my opinion, given where it is and, you know, with that key and all. It's nice if you can hold on to those sword beams, too. Makes killing the key rat a lot more less of annoying.
Yeah, just turn left and spam a few. Over there, looks like he lost them now, yeah. One of the ropes being annoying.
Yeah, this is honestly my least favorite Dark Room in the entire game. I do not like picking up this chest. I can't do it for some reason.
Big key to desert.
That is a nice find, too.
Yeah. Looks like Thieves Town main entrance is, what's it called? I don't remember the name. Spike Cave, exactly, thank you. Can't quite make it through that yet.
No.
Hello, Subby Pig.
Always fun watching people navigate the death, and he made it through. Very nice.
Very nice.
For him to get hopefully not trash.
Yep. Different Misery, Maya, and Village of Outcasts. That's the 4th hotkey?
Oh,
Jesus.
wow.
The 5th hotkey? Okay.
So,
I think the game is telling us something.
Yeah, it also is probably indicating that the lamp... Oh, there's Pod, by the way.
Well...
Too bad this isn't a shared inventory co-op, eh?
Yeah, that would be quite handy right now.
It's also indicating strongly that the lamp is in logic, because those keys were lamp locked, and all the spots they open in Pod are basically lamp locked as well.
Yeah, it's gotta be somewhere for us to find. And as we said, we have so much of the world open, it's very likely. Oh god, another connector.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared that map is following all of these. Yeah, and he's locked out since he doesn't have the glove.
Yeah, I when I'm weighing whether I want to go through a connector, I mean, it is a really arbitrary decision. I think the strength of the breeze can affect my decision sometimes, but like, with all the access items that they have, I'm way less willing to dive through connectors because I have so many doors available, right? And depending on the connector, those short ones, it's not that bad, but a lot of times it can be more efficient just to spy both ends from outside.
Yeah. Also, we just read a hint on Goomba's end. The Turtle Rock Big Key is in Thieves Town, and since we've cleared out the front already, gonna be in the back.
Yeah, and that's scary, because that Thieves Town small key is always a bit of a nightmare, and Goomba going up with some Mimic clips here, hope.
Yep. Find the back of Skull Woods and the Fountain of Happiness on the Dark Shopping Mall, and the Light Wall has a hint.
Yeah, this is also sort of unfortunate for Matt, because he's going to be orphaning both of these glove locations here, which if they have anything is going to be a real problem for him.
Well, Spike Cave that we found in Villager Wildcast is useless, as Matt gets told. And there's the Mimic Clip, very
You
nice.
got it. And that is one of the best hints.
And, well, we can do this one at least.
The nice rarity, finding Mimic Cave when you can actually do it because you have the hammer.
And Bolog side in pod has... Oh, well, speaking of the Thief's on Becky, in Spike Cave.
Yeah, that is a...
side on in pod garbage.
It's always nice just to get those items out of the way so you know you won't have to come back to them.
Matt making use of the flippers, I like it.
I think ideally I'd want to go through that portal up towards the catfish area, but he doesn't have the glove, so it's not necessarily that clean for him.
Yeah, and no money at the moment for it. Ooh, fire rod in turtle room in pod. Always a good find.
We'll see what Goomba decides to do with this key he saved.
I think it might just be harmless hellway for convenience sake.
Yeah, he's not going to do any scumming or anything.
Oh, just a few bombs. We see Swamp with the crystal, and I believe Skullwoods. Well, we knew that one already. So not much new info, but at least we know Swamp's right. My jump.
It's always a small win when you're able to get past there without checking the big chest when you don't have the big key.
Some money in the first one.
Yeah, that looked like a 300 rupee drop right there.
Will there be anything behind 6 keys in here? Just a heart.
Yeah, interestingly, I picked up the mushroom in there in the dark the other day, and because I had the powder already, I never even noticed that I picked it up until I was at the end of the race.
Oh god.
The other race.
That can be scary.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those things like I should probably look up which items do and don't show up. Another nice thing, finding Sick Kid with a bottle in hand, even though it's nothing, it's nice just to be able to erase that mark from your tracker and not have to worry about coming back to it at an inconvenience.
Yep. Matt now also sees the right side of desert entrance near Flute 5. And probably wants to get on eastern entrances first.
Yeah, it looked like he was a little torn because he already sort of abandoned his Death Mountain play by getting spit out that entrance, and he's making another play and it's trying to sidetrack him off of it.
Yeah, at least this will allow him to go back there, I guess.
Yeah, if he chooses to go that way too. He can also hookshot across the back of the Dark World and go up that way if he wants to go check like Graveyard Ledge and those.
Yes, like they have so many options right now. It's really hard to tell what's best for them. It's really just hope, like go and pray.
I mean, this is what's best for Matt because it's not where the glove was, somewhere over here too.
I think we.
Oh, it was just by the lake, right?
The lake, yeah, right next to Link's house. We find the big chest entrance to Turtle Rock. That's a good one to find. Obviously don't have the big key yet. Matt knows where it is and can get it in, I guess, 3 out of 4 cases.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough call to make if they are getting down to the end of it and still don't have that small key.
Let's see, just a map behind 4 keys. 5th map at least, so somewhat valuable. And Goomba making his way to the probably most loaded chest in this entire dungeon.
I don't even think that's probably about it. this location is insanely valuable in entrance.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that it does not have any key requirements associated with it.
I don't think there was anything actually in the castle, right?
Podkeys in the back.
Oh, true. Those are probably required by logic. Oh yeah, I guess the desert pig was in the cross. Eh.
And this
Yeah,
routing working
Matt's going out again.
Yeah, that makes sense. And this routing working out very fortuitously with them with the mirror, and they have the shovel already. They're not leaving too many things behind like you are often prone to do in this mode.
Oh, Matt apparently confused the entrances. Obviously, he wants to go out at the top where Hera is.
Checking this big chest too. This is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that cave is usually referred to as Cave 45, or sometimes I've heard it as Teapot Cave because it's shaped like a tea and has pots in it. But usually Cave 45. Or South of Grove, yeah. We find Bumper. Bumper Cave. No cape. Oh wait, Goomba has cape. Guess not worth following at the moment though.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty intent on checking doors on a planned pattern and not deviating from it.
Yep. Oh, Hera.
Let's see if he goes into the basement right away or not. I suspect he might.
Yeah, he does have the fire source, so I think he will. Purple chest has a sword. That's an interesting hint.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see if they do ever end up picking that up, because if they find the other sword, I don't think there's any chance.
Yeah, if you can route it inconveniently and are still on Master Sword, it's probably worth it. If you have already Tempered and it's better, obviously they won't grab it.
Yeah, and it can be a bit of a pain routing in the Smiths and Purple Chest depending on where they are located, and of course
There's
I
the intended entrance to Paradox.
We knew they could get in
where
there.
the other one was. They're in the same spot, just in different worlds. And it leads to Bumper. With
Wow.
a key. Maya key. Well, not exciting, but still good.
I'm getting a little excited because those two marquees are starting to maybe signal that there's something behind those firelock chests.
We got a hookshot, we got a fire source.
Exactly. No big key yet, no Canis Maria yet.
Yay. Map of Eastern. No, other dimension as in the third exit, the bottom exit is in Light World in the exact same spot. I did not know where this one would go. Like if he were to mirror right there, he's in Paradox Cave as well.
This always feels bad when you have to take the use of one of these fairy fountains. I mean, it's better than dying, but...
Yeah. And the front leads over to east. All of the Death Mountain, Hyrule Castle entrance up on Death Mountain.
Yeah, not only do they have a lot of items, they have a lot of pretty powerful connectors already, too.
Mm-hmm. There's Turtle Rock left. Not sure what Goomba found there. Sounded like the Death Mountain Descent connector on the right end. And the
Yeah,
witch.
I don't have the volume on. There's a potion shop.
Yeah, I had volume on for him.
That's an incredibly nice location for the potion shop if you're a bit of a scrub like me and you plan on going back there maybe more than once.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad one. Matt finding the left entrance to Turtle Rock will also check the 2 chests that Goomba checked, probably. Doesn't have the fire rod though, so has to fill this pokey the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, unfortunately they don't get frozen with the ice.
Yeah. About as early as a Bombers tablet as I've ever seen, and, well, there it is. We were expecting to see the lamp.
Yep, that's very interesting. So it looks like the cape might have been required for Laser Bridge to get the book to get the lamp.
Mm-hmm.
See if Goomba follows up with that book all the way and goes into desert. I won't be surprised if he does.
Yeah, he's over here. He wants to finish his route there, probably. Use his library. Matt having some fun with the chomps.
Yeah, he doesn't have the best loadout. I think Goomba had that red boomerang when he was going through there. That makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. Again, doable with just bombs, still a bit annoying. Goomba finds the Curling Brothers, which just leads him 2 meters over.
That's a nice little shortcut.
Yeah. It's about as useless as it gets.
Yeah, having found that lamp, I with behind the book, I'd be a lot less surprised if this cave was nothing than had we not found that lamp.
Yeah. Turtle Rock front entrance as well over on East of Mountain. Let's see. Don't think we've seen the top of Hyrule Castle yet, right? Since they didn't have a Master Sword.
No, I don't think so.
So it looks like we're gonna see that now. Probably from both of them, to be honest.
Makes sense. This is one of the most concentrated mirror locations in the game as well.
Yeah, 3 quick spots. A useless checkerboard. It's interesting, Matt at the 46-minute mark starting in Sanctuary for the first time. And Mini Moldome Cave, always good to find. Water.
That is
Smoky. Oh, that is really nice. Especially for Matt.
Yeah. It eliminates any concerns about these kind, and I suspect it might be the very first thing you do when you leave.
Yeah, I can see Matt going there right away since it's right below them in the main entrance.
Where was the powder hole located again? Of course, I said I was going to map track.
In the back of Sanctuary, like Vanilla Sank.
Okay.
So a little bit out of the way, I guess, but not too bad.
Yeah, if you're going to check that, you're probably going to hope to combo it with some of those boots checks, or I mean, if you haven't done the Dark World checks like Dark Sank and whatever that weird arrow shop is, it's not the end. It's not the worst spot.
Eastern is a pendant, and Thiefstown is a crystal. So that's gonna be a nice surprise for Matt if he decides to go here, and yeah, he is. No big surprise here, he knows he gets the Turtle Rock Big Key at least, which is very likely required. And gets 3 more goodies, plus probably a crystal. We know it's a crystal. He'll find out soon.
Yeah, I feel like even if you knew this was a pendant, you might still consider this play because it's right here and you're right here and you just found the thing and it's right in your mind. Agreed.
Goomba finds Maya Shed in the building on the way to Catfish with 20 arrows. Yay. I don't think he'll follow the connector. Yeah. I assume he'll do Catfish into maybe Zora or first the Ice Rod Cave area.
Yeah,
and
I
topping
suspect
out.
he's gonna. I suspect he's gonna go down to the shop.
Yeah. And probably mirror there and then take the other Whirlpool to Zora. If I had to guess.
Yeah, he
Get,
doesn't
like,
have the flippers yet, so it's a little less convenient for him to do all these things, of course.
Yeah, but he can just fake flipper.
Yeah, I feel like every time I fake flipper. Wow.
Huge hint in Thieves Town. Vanilla Cane in Maya on the left side.
I told you those Meyer keys were something.
Whew. That's spicy.
I hate to be that commentator that comes on and says, oh yeah, this is what just happened in my seed, but I just actually ran a race against Matt. I guess it would have been his warm-up race before we started. And one of the first things we saw in that seed was a hint for those exact same chests that contained the moon pearl. So PRNG, I guess, right?
And the boots.
Wow, this is paying off very big for Matt. He is super happy.
That is beautiful. That makes checking the bet, as we said, much nicer.
It just makes you, like, you can be sort of sour in any seed, you get those boots, it just puts a smile right on your face.
Yep. I can go fast now. Goomba making sure to enter this portal with the rightward momentum to hopefully get to the land. Yeah, before the iframes.
He had about the worst RNG you can have from those zeros there.
Both of them came for him, but he made it.
You're right, the key is to enter that from the left so you can maintain your iframes as long as possible, and the other key is don't swim into the wall.
Yup. Matt, not having a glove, has to take the, in quotation marks, developer intended way to the back of Thieves Town. And there, oh, it was even.
Wow.
Okay. So good that they found that small key.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons you almost always like to find the Thieves Town small key before the big key.
Yeah.
Matt getting a little confused about which pot has the fairy underneath it.
And a piece of heart. So, not too bad. Boots and that big key, already a huge find. And looks like Goomba with his fire rod is just going to take out Moth. I like it.
Look, did Matt forget he has boots? He forgot he doesn't have a glove.
Yeah. Gotta turn around.
I joke because it's actually impossible to come around this way and not go through that door if you don't have...
There he goes. Now he's dashing.
No surprise Goomba deciding to go right in and take care of Skullwoods immediately.
He has fire rod, he has Master Sword. That's more than enough for him.
For sure, and I'm sure low-key that's one of the reasons why both runners decided to kind of go into Skullwoods a bit at the beginning of the game, because of course you do require a Skullwoods small key. I mean, logically you need all of them, but you need one to get back here, and it's very frustrating to have the fire rod and a sword and no key when you find it, so that does make sense as to why they both dove in there very...
Yeah. Stealing a small key is always good if you don't find one. Very nice blind by Matt. And very nice moth by Goomba. Skullwood small key on blind. And the last pot key.
Wow, what is this?
Okay. Where the hell is the big key then?
The top of Ganon's tower.
Probably.
So that makes you start thinking about all those spots in Pod. I mean, Goomba checked the hell away, but he still has the vanilla big key chest that he has.
Yep, vanilla big key chest and the vanilla big chest are both left behind 6 keys, and obviously Helma, but not quite there yet. Looks like Matt is also choosing to clean up a bit of the Eastern Dark World. We have to hope that he, like, sometime soon goes back to the Light World house near Lake Hylia, like right next to Link's house, because that holds his glove.
Yeah, it can be easy to orphan once you get going in the seed too, especially if you pick up loot that can be really bad for him.
Like, he already did all of Eastern and Pod area, so those are just 2 isolated checks there for him.
It is really close to the starting point, though, so in theory, I know I'm a guy that tends to leave those later than I should, and it's always not at the back of your head.
Okay, I think this is the hint that Goomba needs as well. But then again, he knows. Oh no, this was the spiky hint. Looks like Matt is doing it now. Okay, that's good. Let's see this last entrance over in the shopping mall that we haven't seen. Just a restock room. There's a glove down here. I'm trying to be objective here. I want a close race at least. And Goomba finally finds his way onto the mountain.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been up here at all.
Yeah, I don't think he has either, and I don't think Matt, did he finish clearing the mountain, or?
Most of it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And no, none of them has gone through Bumper, and we haven't seen the other end yet, so that's still out in the open. But there's just too many entrances up here.
Well, there's a whole bunch of connectors up here that makes it challenging to just go through all the doors.
Yeah.
So just like vanilla open mode, Agina has your last item for your Dark World access.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now looking at their items, it's interesting. Matt has a significant movement advantage with the boots and the flippers, and Goomba has that 2 fire source advantage over Matt. So.
Yep. Which lets them do very different things, obviously.
Yeah.
The gloves just got rectified.
Yeah, exactly. And it probably and Goomba had that advantage for almost an hour. This is a good fight.
Hype Cave and Dark World Bonk Rocks. This could be big for him. Or it's just a ton of garbage.
It's just like regular Hype Cave too.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Goomba finds Hyrule Castle and should make his way all the way to the back. So he'll find the Desert Big and the last 2 pod keys. Considering he has cleared most of pod already, I think he might be a bit suspicious about the keys still.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard... Unless he finds the big key... I mean, I know he's already cleared the bow, but the bow would allow him to go to the boss if he found the big key as well. It's really not that easy to go back there, unless it's sort of right next to something else you're...
Yeah. Because the problem is, like... it's unusual for the game to give you the 6 pod keys this early if you aren't supposed to get something there. Of course, you'll need them eventually by logic, since it's a crystal. But it's always suspicious if you get that, like, such an amount this early.
Oh, I completely agree. Now, he's only left 1 location behind those 6 keys that he can check. That's his problem. And if it is something, I mean, that's why that vanilla big key chest location can be so ruinous a lot of the time in various Keysanity races.
Yep. No fire from Matt to the basement. He might be happy about the time save, considering it was just garbage.
Yeah, it depends on how nice the seat is with delivering the end items, because he won't be happy if he checks it in 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he still finds a hint for it, so that would be a good time save for him.
Yeah, that is actually a good consideration with the number of hints and entrants and the fact that a lot of the bad locations are hinted at. Just leaving them and hoping you find a hint isn't a terrible strategy.
Yeah. Can work out. Sometimes it doesn't, of course. Sometimes it bites you, but...
I was going to say within reason.
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't skip everything that can be hinted just for the sake of it. Obviously.
Skip left side swapper bust.
Matt now also finding the potion shop, but still has a red potion in his in his bottle. He'll keep that. They don't really need magic for anything at the moment, so makes sense. And he hasn't done Zora, I believe, so he still kind of needs his 500 bucks.
Well, he's going to be happy about seeing this first fire source, so...
Yeah, for sure.
Not sure Goomba's going to be quite so happy about seeing these pod keys.
Yeah. let's see. He also opts to keep exploring the mountain. Makes sense. At least, oh, Matt mirror bunking slightly too far to the left. Matt entering library with boots to grab his fabled 3 bombs. Kidding, of course.
Hey, if he runs out, he only has 11 left, so he's clearly bought the restock. He'll be ruining it.
Did Matt just orphan the rock? Oh boy. I mean, we know it's nothing, it's just... That's always a big oopsie.
Yeah, at least it's not the worst place in the world to orphan.
Yeah. That connector is really good, yeah. Just takes you one rock over.
Yeah, I want to see the inside of how all these connectors work on Death Mountain in this scene.
Yeah, Hyrule Castle is just somewhere inside Death Mountain. Between the light and dark world. Interdimensional. I think neither of them checked the desert ledge item, right?
I think Goomba might have, but I feel like it wasn't something because I might have remembered, or I could just be making that up too.
I didn't register it like on either end. Oh, was trash? Okay. Thank you, Chad. I thought they just dashed to the front entrance right away, or walked. There's the nice route for Goomba.
So this is interesting. I don't know, does Goomba know where the Cane of Samaria and the TR key is, or has he not found both of those hits yet?
I'm not sure which one he has gotten, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna clear Thieves Town soon anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Since he can't full clear it and he knows it's a crystal.
Oh, you thought you just left Paradox Cave.
Oh yeah, the hint was in Thieves Town for Kane. So he should find it.
That's right, that's right.
He should find it. Matt now finally with his vanilla Dark World access. Oh god, cabbages. Don't hurt me.
The other thing I'm thinking, has either of them checked what the old man save points are yet?
I don't think so. I haven't seen either of them save and quit there. And I haven't seen like them find them either. Like walk into the...
Yeah, they did find a dark connector, but I'm not sure which one it was, yeah.
That could be the one, yeah. There's... yeah, Matt checked like 15 minutes ago, I guess, but yeah. Second GT key in the TR big chest, okay. It might be in the Swamp Palace entrance. That was one dark connector with bats. That might be the back of Old Man. But front, we haven't seen it, pretty sure. Oh.
Nice map location for that.
Yep. Goomba finally makes his way into the desert. He hasn't been in here at all, basically. Like, he found the connector, but... or the right side, I should say.
Yeah, I've talked with Goomba about this. I think he's like me. He likes to have one of the other items to check something in here, whether it's the big key, the small key, or the boots.
Yeah, same.
If it's feasible, you know what I mean.
Same. Or if you just need connectors or want to follow the connector, like treat it as a regular connector.
Of course. Or if you're like checking Eastern Palace and it's there, you might as well go in rather than save quit at that point, right?
Of course.
If you find it in the middle of your sort of plan.
Yeah, if you find it in the middle of CAC, I just ignore it. If I can just get the one chest, it's just so slow to walk through.
Although I can remember a qualifier that had the Desert Palace small key in that chest, and the boots were in the Desert Palace side, and it was very bad.
Then again, Goomba got that at 150 and still won. Or 130.
Exactly.
So, it's not always just about the boots. The boots are obviously nice in this mode.
Yeah, it's
still,
not even... Exactly. It's not even
Moving fast
necessarily
is cool.
Yeah, it's not even necessarily about moving fast always, but they do open a bunch of sort of annoying entrances. Exactly.
Yeah. But like, I'd always take an early mirror over early boots in this mode. It's just so much more powerful. Goomba making use of his new knowledge.
That's funny. I've knew that room existed because I've looked at the maps before, but I've never seen anyone go in there.
Same, until recently, and someone showed me which block to push. I've never played this game vanilla. And even in vanilla, probably not many people went in there, I'd assume. Oh, we see the blue cane up on Floating Island. I didn't catch that earlier.
Yeah, either did I. I don't think that's something that... I mean, you might pick it up if you go there. This is an issue.
Hello! Yeah, Matt has cleared almost all of Death Mountain, but hasn't been up on the top of East Death Mountain.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen this.
This, I mean, without the Cane of Samari, you can't go all the way through it, but basically.
Yeah, left side. Ooh. That's juicy.
And it'll be about 5 minutes till they get their bow. Goomba gets his bow behind ice armors, which always seems to be the case in these entrances lately, and the silver arrows on the torch.
Nice. Oh, Matt will be able to grab those. Yeah, he doesn't have keys, is a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll skip the map chest.
Well,
oh, there we go. What a surprise!
Big surprise. Yeah, Hobo has a key for us, and Swamp Small. And I don't remember where Matt found the second one. But yeah, that's one GT Small key for Goomba. And yeah, Goomba's tracker shows Eastern as green pen, and it's just a red or blue one. Don't know who's tracking him of you two. Thank you. Like, we know it's a pendant, or he knows it's a pendant. It's just not the green one. Okay, let's see. Did Matt check the front? Like, did he check the big chest? Big key chest? Oh yeah, Tia Big had the second GT key. You're right. Which Goomba obviously hasn't gotten yet. Out of 14, so 2 more on the left. And that's it. So big chest was big key chest was nothing. He's cleared it already,
he
right?
It all.
Okay.
That's correct.
So it's just for Helma. Interesting, the 6 keys, or maybe the big chest. But we need the big key first. That's interesting.
You know what it also could be for is the pyramid crack.
That's true, actually.
2 bottles, that's great.
Oh, so far GT not the best. I guess Swamp Small is probably needed. Yeah, we know it's needed. Matt has seen
that's Swamp Palace Small Key is very.
So that's really good.
There's fairly few entrance seeds where you're not going to the swamp at some point, you know. So. Yeah,
like Goomba, he doesn't know it's a crystal, but he has everything he needs to almost full clear. I mean, the key, but eh.
Yeah, and double dipping swamp is
the dam.
Exactly. They just got to drain it. But double dipping swamp is not really a big problem in entrance. I mean, it's obviously dependent on where it's located, but you know the main problem in a regular seed with swamp is it takes so long to drain the dam. That's why you don't like going back there. But the same is definitely not true in entrance. So.
Yep.
I suspect neither one is concerned about the big key whatsoever.
Yeah, that's one you leave behind sort of lightheartedly. Like, leaving behind, like, Thief Town Bake is a much bigger deal.
Yeah, Ice Palace is not quite as easy to get back to either.
Those two are much... Or Skullwoods, depending on what connectors, like, you got available.
Yeah, Skullwoods is an interesting problem, though, in that it's basically in that Sphere 1 of the Dark World that so many items love to get put there, especially when you end up with your junk woods and you gotta dive down there to get your hook shot or something like that.
Goomba making use of his sword beams.
Yeah,
Ice Armor's damage table, absolute nonsense. So they take less damage from Master Sword.
Yeah.
By the way,
Entrance
guys,
red.
guys, important question.
Huh?
The new tech in Ice Palace, while you were talking about big keys, is that considered a minor or major glitch?
Which new attack?
You're talking about like with the hook shot and the overload?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I just saw the video for that, and I have no idea, but it's probably not ranked yet.
You can
I haven't seen
you can
that.
now skip the Ice Palace big key and also the Maya big key.
What?
Yes.
That sounds very major.
Yeah, it's very interesting looking. I did just speaking of
Maya
fire,
big. Oh, this is gonna be a nice Maya for Goomba. Kane in there, he just can do it in one go. Oh, this is beautiful.
basically it's some tech that I don't have any idea how it works, but I think it overloads the Ancilla and allows them to hook shot through various walls to save time, and I don't know exactly the applications.
Okay. That sounds interesting. Oh, time for some Village of Outcasts for Matt.
Yeah, it's a block walls, not like major room dividing walls. It's definitely major in my opinion. Although I'd argue a lot of these glitches should be major that I can't. Because that should be the definition, right? What I can do and what I can't do.
Oh, Matt dipping into Misery Mire. He knows his Kane is here. He doesn't have the big key though.
Yeah, he's gonna have an unfortunate double dip, but he might be thinking it's just as easy that Kane could be blocking this big key, so I don't necessarily blame him.
Yeah, same.
Mire is a very strong dungeon in Entrance Randomizer because it has so many keys in vanilla. It never feels good to leave it sitting there for too long, especially he's got a fire source or two.
And he knows the Kane is in there, so like, you wanna get that. You really wanna get that thing.
Yeah, unless it's vanilla, then he's in trouble.
And we know it's on Fireside, so...
Oh, that's right, that is what the hint said, you're right.
And there's the last GT small key. We know one is in the dungeon that we saw on Goomba's end, and Matt found all the other three.
That brings in some interesting possibilities now, too.
Yeah.
Not quite yet without the bow, but...
So basically, all of the basement is in logic now, except the big chest, since we know Kane and Fire Rod.
Yep.
And obviously, once we find the bow and the big key, like, climb is gonna be a strong possibility.
Yeah, and speaking of big chests you don't like to isolate, the GT big chest is a really terrible one to leave behind if you have.
Like, I'm sure Goomba hopes to find his GT big key before he finds the Kane.
Yeah, he will probably put off going back to GT before he waiting for that key, even when it makes maybe less sense.
Oh, and the Kane is even in the compass room, not in the vanilla big key room. So you save that time.
You save that time if you're smart enough to actually remember what both hint items are for.
Yeah, the other was just 10 rupees, I believe. Small key to Ice Palace is nice. Makes rodding it a lot nicer. And yeah, green pendant got handed in by Goomba, just the bloopy. Goomba now also finds out about Swamp Palace, and I think we just saw that Ice Palace is the last pendant? Did I catch that right?
I missed it.
Might have mislooked, misseen, whatever you want to call it.
So Matt wasting no time.
Yep, looks like he's going right for it. He might not have a small key at the moment.
That's what I was just thinking. I tried to look and he mirrored out right as I was checking.
Yeah, since he just grabbed the one from the pokey and spent it on the middle key. I don't think he has one on the middle door. And bet has been in logic for a while, just 10 arrows. Dum dum dum.
Yeah, you find that early powder and you pretty much know that that's never going to give you anything you want.
Probably.
So they're both kind of, it's funny how they're both sort of arriving at a similar area.
Mm-hmm.
No, Matt will be able to check all the entrances because he does have those boots, and Goomba's going to be orphaning both of the Bonk Rock locations.
Oh, Goomba edges out the win in Hotel Mario %.
GG.
Just barely before Matt will be arriving there.
Another one of the endless series of shops that nobody knows exists until they start playing Entrance Horizon Map.
Yep. Whenever I ask myself what's in one of these caves in vanilla, it's either a shop or a fairy fountain.
It's basically what they are when you start playing randomizer or entrance randomizer, and you figure, hey, like I did, I'm just gonna go load up a seed and just figure out what these useless things are.
Yeah, pretty much.
And unfortunately for Goomba, he is definitely staying away from Thieves Town longer than I anticipated.
Yeah, I assume he'll be going into Maya right now. Or soon, since it's right here in Keck. Ooh, the boots lock our Titansmiths. Oh, Goomba, awesome. Yeah, Icefall is also a good play. He doesn't have the small key to make his route easier, but he can just full clear it, so...
Yeah, it's only it's a little bit inconvenient, but I agree with this play. I mean, I would we know where the boots are, so I don't agree with this play. But in his position, I agree with it.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I mean, he just hasn't saved and quit in the past like half hour. So I guess I know why he hasn't gone to Thieves Town yet.
Well, that you're exactly right. He's probably got it in his mind that at his first save and quit, he's just gonna load up and do Thieves.
Yeah. But with these connectors, it's just all routed into like each other so well.
Yeah, this looks like it would have been a really fun seed to play. I mean, obviously it had all the early items, but it's also got a lot of really useful connectors.
Yeah. And just a chess game in King's Tomb. So, the boots so far just led to Hype Cave that was garbage and our Titansmiths, which might not be needed. Still good, still good.
Yeah, it's always better to find the Titansmiths than not.
Apparently Maya Shed, the vanilla one, is dead. Oh, there's
I think
just
that's what
two
that
entrances.
said, yeah.
Just two entrances over there. I guess with the mirror, two more, but... So, even the flute plus mids might not be needed.
Goomba having a little issue with this Ice Palace bomb jump today.
There we go.
Not very pleased about it.
Yeah, I don't really want to get in the discussion that's happening in chat. Just want to give my 5 cents real quick. I think basically all of these minor glitches should be banned for Rando. Like, I find it weird that Rando uses the NMG glitch definition because it just doesn't apply to Rando as it does to NMG. it's weird to me that it's just everything is just banned. Yeah, as they're saying, you can skip flippers in the right seat, you can skip hookshot in the right seat, you can skip bow in the right seat. It's
I mean, flippers you can skip without even glitching, though. Like, there can just be seeds that have no use for the flipper.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But you can skip them in the right seats.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
even though they are needed. That's why I think all of these glitches are
I don't think Matt went into Ice Palace. He did dive Mire, but...
Yeah, he is only Dip Mire. No Ice Palace yet. This is the first time we see this. And we haven't seen the Zora area as well yet.
No. Because Goomba didn't have the flippers when he was milling around there.
I think that was back of Old Man. Either that or the DM Return Cave.
No, I think it was back of Old Man. I just caught a corner of my eye.
Yeah, they look very similar to me, the right sides of that cave. Ooh, was that a big key on the ledge?
That looked like a big key, but my eyes are apparently wrong. So.
Okay, so that might be nice for Matt. We find Ether in Ice Palace.
That's interesting. Oh, big 20, great.
Usual scam.
It's just a down payment he's making on this big key, though. So let's see if this is a scammer.
It's Hera. That might be needed.
Yeah, I would be really tempted to go there as quickly as I could and find out whether or not that was a crystal.
Yeah. Big Chest Nice Palace, also just big 20. Hey, we finally see the front of Old Man. It's on East Dark Death Mountain, okay. And the back of Desert right next to it. Whew. That's easy access to back of Turtle Rock, to Hyrule Castle for them with the mirror.
I'm starting to think more and more about that Pyramid Fairy Vanilla location. Yeah. I know they haven't found the bow yet, but that's all they need to bring it into logic.
Getting close to it.
Palace Small Key, I don't think they've found yet either.
I don't think so, yeah. And I guess the Pod Big is also still out there. Pyramid Crack has one item, okay.
Imagine going down through the basement to Pod without the big key. Who would ever do that?
Yeah, that seems weird. Oh, was it Ice Palisant? I didn't catch those.
Oh, it does have an item, interesting.
Maybe it. Okay. Thank you, Chad.
Breaking out the interesting bomb strat.
Yeah, I think it's actually pretty decent.
It's not as easy to time as you.
Yeah, that's for sure. And time for some Cold Stefan.
Yeah, I would have personally gone with hammer strats there, but bomb strats are some nice flanks.
Oh, bow on Landmo.
Wow.
Woo!
That's a bit of a game-changing item right there.
Yeah. Oh, Goomba finds the Hera map. So we might see what that is.
I was gonna say, what are we gonna find up at the top of GT? And do you remember what the pyramid hole was in this?
It's just Sanctuary. So saving good.
It is Sanctuary. That's right. Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't catch what it was. It's our last pendant in Hera. Okay. That is really good info for Goomba. He now knows everything. Well, in terms of crystals.
Yep. Always nice to get that information. And he's going right into mine.
Yeah, I like it. He knows his cane is here, it's fully in logic, it's a crystal, like, just gimme.
Oh, that makes sense, because he's going to want the cane for other dungeons he's going to go to, like GT and TR.
Yep. Yeah, he read the hint over in... oh no, it's true, he hasn't been to Thief Town. I thought he would after Dark Shopping Mall, but yeah, he hasn't.
Those 3 small keys are all the hint he needs in this.
Yeah, he'll be pleasantly surprised then. Oh, vanilla small key to TR in the front. Well, let's just hope Goomba doesn't skip it.
I can't imagine him skipping it.
Yeah, like, I can't either with the 3 keys, but... Yeah, there he goes. He's just taking the lobby chest first, since it's a bit quicker, I believe.
I'm pretty sure it's actually slower.
I think it's a bit quicker because of where the door leads you, at least if you do the cutscene chest like he is gonna do.
I timed it out, and basically, you have to go... It took me longer to get that key and exit that room than the amount of time it saved walking back and forth across that long hall. It adds two screen transitions to the route, which is about 4 seconds, and then basically it was slower for me, with the exception of as I had sword beams and no boots. And I ran like 20 different iterations of each run, and we're talking seconds here. It's not like you say 15 seconds, right? But
then again, just doing left side first is the major thing for Keysanity.
yeah, exactly.
Never go to the bridge first, please.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, and like I said, it's all about preference, basically. And I'm sure if you got better at getting through that switch room and picking up the key, you could probably save time, but I couldn't.
Wait, what was that hint? Something in Misery Maya? Oh, Bugnet. Great. Yeah, the boots have so far just led to mids in vanilla bonk rocks near Sanctuary.
Yeah, this will be interesting if there's anything in the top of Hera here, because this might be something Goomba puts off for.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Flute.
It's something.
That's 4 more entrances in the Mayan desert area for Matt, together with those mids. So we were just speaking about them. Yeah, Silver's on GT Torch, but obviously Goomba doesn't really need those.
No, but he'll be going back there, I'm sure he'll
without mids, we know he won't be able to get one of the swords. So... I'm sure he's not fond of Master Sword Silverless if he doesn't find the 4th sword.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, maybe he'll go back to Ganon's Tower before he finds the boots, but I can't imagine he won't end up checking that Cane of Samaria side at some.
Yeah. No connected to the Maya area. Oh, the last sword is on Hera, on Landmo. How's it called?
Moldorm?
God. So, yeah. That's all swords accounted for. Sorry, Trolldom. The hilarious Trolldom. Matt sadly hasn't gotten the hint yet, so he'll be wasting like a minute of his life down here.
Gooma's probably going to be wasting a minute of his life with this Citrius fight that's coming up here.
Yeah, I assume he'll just use cape and
Cape it up,
spam some sword. By far the easiest and safest for him.
Yeah, and if you get the hammer for the third or for the second phase isn't actually that bad once you get sort of accustomed to his bounces and where exactly the hammer hitbox shoots out.
Yeah, Viddy's hitbox is large enough that the hammer hitbox, the small one, isn't too bad.
Nice, Goomba hitting that nice little sword beam through, which I think is actually impossible. At least when I try to do it.
Might also be opting for some NMG strats, but I think Cape is just faster, since the eyes sort of group up. If you stay a bit away, you just slash all of them. Like you can see right now, they sort of bunch up in front of him and
they just dance on you.
Yeah, and you can just slash all 8 at the same time. Or 10. I don't remember how many.
I think there's 11 of them.
Might be, And now for some hammer. But he has so much life.
Yeah, it is kind of ridiculous.
The fact that one silver arrow doesn't kill him is ridiculous. Oh, Bicky? Eastern. That's a pendant.
Yeah, definitely something they probably would have hoped to avoid getting, because I think they both did clear out the 4 chests in Eastern. Yeah, they had those hook shots.
I expect Goomba to go to Thieves Town finally now. We find I got Tower on Matt's and I didn't catch where that one was.
The Smith getting an
I
unanticipated.
assume.
I believe it was, and the Smith getting a lovely vacation into Agatown.
Okay,
as well.
so those boots and mitts are required then, for sure. We need them to access Ganon.
Yep.
Where were our Smith? Oh, right here.
Yeah, I just noted it as being somewhere in the village.
Yeah, right, in Sick Kid's house. Just some bombsmiths today.
On brand, I guess.
I don't know if Matt got the hint. I think he got the hint for the sword, so he shouldn't be grabbing purple chest. I highly doubt it. I mean, with the flute, it's pretty quick, so it might
and he
be
might
worth.
be planning. Yeah, he might be. I think I might just get it right now.
Yeah.
But you know, it is totally unnecessary. So.
Yeah, I mean they don't. It saves a bit of time on like Trinax and I don't know.
I mean,
really any of the other bosses.
It'll save you some time on Vitreous if you don't have silver arrows as well.
Yeah.
Can save you some minimal time.
Doing Trinax right now, so probably not worth. Goomba finding the hint. Probably a tad bit annoyed now. Where were those boots again? I don't remember. Oh yeah, right here.
They're in the next
dummy.
check.
Yeah, I'm a dummy.
Goomba, notorious opponent of rage slashes, so he's staying on brand.
I'm interested to see the Maya area now from Matt. That could still be pretty big.
Yeah.
Might just hold Swamp Palace for all we know, and the dam.
The dam is the #1 thing they're looking for. I don't think they've seen Swamp Palace yet either, but
they haven't.
I might be wrong with that.
Yeah, neither dam nor swamp found. So maybe we get some quasi vanilla. Wait, no, right.
Do you think that I think the dam is at Pyramid? I think the dam is at the Pyramid Crack. Would that count as a spot with 1 chest in the?
I think so. Or did it say like a house or a cave with 1 chest?
Yeah, I don't know what the verbiage was. I'm just going on chat, and I don't even know if that spot would count for that. We have seen GT. GT is in the Upper Death Mountain Paradox Cave entrance.
Cave with a chest. Okay, that shouldn't be the dam then. It's usually like bonk rocks and whatnot. No, we meant in the actual crack in the pyramid. Like that, the dam is in there, but I don't think it'll count to cave with 1 chest.
I didn't think Hookshot Cave would be called a connector, but I learned one day.
Yeah, pretty much all of them, like Paradox.
Yeah,
all that you can actually use as connectors are connectors. Have we actually found the good end to Spectacle Rock? Because there was a big key in there.
I don't think they have.
Yeah, I only think we found the bottom. Huh.
No, they found the end to the bottom to spy it, and
the observation deck. Yeah.
Yeah. Did they see the exit as well? I can't remember if they spied that.
Yeah, they both dropped down. Or at least Matt
Goomba,
found it.
Goomba dropped down for sure, and I think Goomba Matt might have just found it.
Yeah, Matt has found it. I'm very certain he saw it. It's over on Light World Bumble Edge. Yeah, just hover real quick to the big key. Easy. Well, I assume it's time for Turtle Rock now for Goomba. I'm sort of surprised he hasn't saved and quit to, Oh, boots checks first. I'm sort of surprised he hasn't saved and quit to the old man yet. Like, he still doesn't know that that's over there in Dark Death Mountain, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think you're right.
Like, that's usually one of the first things I know he as well does after rescuing the old man.
Yeah, I wonder if his decision is influenced just by the breadth of access they had so early in this
Probably.
seed. But that would almost make me want to check it more, because maybe I can cut off some travel time by finding some nice short.
Yeah, maybe it leads you to my area, maybe... I don't know, it leads you to Floating Island.
Maybe it spits you out right next to Desert Palace.
Yep, maybe. Nice spin on the Pengators by Matt. That's always so satisfying to just get all of them in one spin. I always miss one of them.
Yeah, it's always frustrating to get 4 of them, exactly.
Oh, Jesus, Goomba. 1900 bucks. He hasn't been to Zora though, so...
Yeah.
There goes 500 of those, probably. Which big key did we find up there on the ledge? It was Hera, right?
Yeah, on the Zora ledge? Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So that's basically the flute and tempered sword that's locked behind that. Goomba grabbing Ganon's tower key number 3.
Well, and the more we progress in the seed, it seems like that flute is not going to be just a nice movement option. It seems like to be opening something in the mire area.
Yeah. So we're kind of getting close to go mode, I feel. What are we missing? We are missing the pod big key for sure. Swamp and the dam.
Yeah.
And our second castle tower small. I think that's it.
Yeah, and the castle key. I think that might be it.
Between the two runners. Yeah, that's the one castle tower key that Matt has as well. So we're still looking for the second one.
Goomba going back to pod before the bow, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, Swamp Small is in GT. And I don't remember where EP Big was. I think also upstairs in Hera? Maybe?
No, because Goomba has it. So was that in GT as
Goomba
well?
has it.
Oh no, it was on Vitri.
Yeah, that was the one on Vidi then. Yeah, I thought Matt had it. But it was the other way around. Yeah, Goomba has found GT. It's upstairs, like the top exit of Paradox. And on light side Death Mountain.
Yeah, Matt got sidetracked by the rat's nest of connectors on Death Mountain in this seed. He never made it across through the hammer pegs to get over to that side. And it looks like, unless they run into... They haven't come out the floating island yet, or have...
Nope. Yeah, Matt has really gotten away from that entrance. Oh yeah, it is not marked on Goomba's end. That is right. Time for Trinex, this time the Master Sword or Hammer edition. I assume Hammer. Then again, he has half magic, so he might just do
I wouldn't.
spam.
There's gonna be some sort of hybrid. I guarantee you he used the hammer for the first phase, and then the swords probably for the start of the second.
Yeah.
The hammerhead, or the ice head, I should say.
Sort of surprised he just doesn't rod spam it dead. And switches to hammer, but he probably wants the hammer for the third phase anyway, so.
Yeah. Really nice cold stir fight by Matt.
Yep, making use of his tempered and fire rod. So they are basically caught up to each other. Matt has done back of Desert, obviously, and upstairs Hera. Goomba has done back of Skullwoods and Meyer. So I'd say they're round about equal at the moment.
Yeah, the main thing I guess they're both missing is the Dam and Swamp Palace, which I have a suspicion we might be seeing one or both of them on Matt's side.
Yep. And we still have no idea where the part big he is, obviously.
Well, yeah, and if this is something important, then Goomba's got a lot more things to do. He's got to find the myths, he's got to find the...
Oh, we got a hint that this was nothing, as well as the Maya main entrance.
Now, of course, Matt doesn't have the Swamp Palace small key yet either, so finding Swamp isn't necessarily the
Gonna
end
help
game
him,
for him.
yeah. Test minigame with a useless compass. Yeah, Maya main is dead and the Maya shed is dead. We got those from a hint. So this is effectively 4 entrances, the 2 in the light world and 2 in the dark world.
Yeah, because they did
That
come
we can get.
out, they came out Checkerboard Cave earlier from a really funny
Oh,
connector.
there's the dam. As expected.
So it looks like that Flute Myths combo is going to be required in this seat.
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting. The entrance really devalues the myths, with the exception if there's not a connector into the Misery Mire area.
Well, yeah, this is officially no connector into Maya area. We have seen all entrances now. So Goomba needs those mids, he needs the Hera big, and he needs to get the flute. Oh, Chicken Hut with just a bit of love. And one more entrance. Oh, there's the Spectacle Rock entrance.
This is interesting. What is this going to be?
Yeah, is this gonna be the pod key?
GT is my guess.
Might also be true, yeah. Swamp, not the one I was expecting, I gotta say.
Ew.
That's pretty nasty.
I mean, again, they haven't found Swamp yet, so better now than after you just full cleared it, but not
That's
when you're
true.
looking for one. Yeah, and the myths were here, that's why we didn't answer, because we figured we'd get them in about 2 seconds.
I'm not sure. Where was Hera big?
The Hera Big was on the Zora ledge, right?
Oh yeah, that was the one. You're right. So Goomba needs to make his way over there as well.
I wonder if
Do not
Matt's
know that's
making the
required.
play towards Ganon's tower right now as well.
It looks like it, yeah. So we'll be seeing the right side for the first time.
He can't have, yeah, and he can't have very many entrances left.
Yeah. And looks like Goomba's going for Zora now. That's good for Goomba and good for Matt. This still looks very close to me, I gotta say, at least at this point. Oh, Goomba's following the connector instead.
Yeah, I don't think he checked this one out yet, has he?
Nah, he hasn't. But then again, it's not the greatest connector, so... But still. At the same time, we haven't seen the left side entrance here in the Dark World, I believe, since Matt mirrored and then got carried away. So this one is new to us, which is just a shop.
Yeah, I would never know whether I saw that or not before.
There is GT Small Key number 4 for Matt. And finally his Swamp Small. So he's all ready to go in there. Oh, Goomba, rip. What entrances can be Swamp at this point? We still have the top part of Dark Death Mountain completely unexplored to us. Which they can obviously just get to via Mitts and Hammer.
Yeah, and I don't think we heard a hint about the Turtle Rock vanilla main entrance yet either, which is a con.
Yep. And it could still be Pyramid Ferry. So...
No, that is a cave with one item.
Oh yeah, it's a cave with one...
Yeah.
True. Yeah, so I think it has to be up on Dark Death Mountain now.
So that's
Oh,
going to
it
be
could
their
be
go mode.
Ice
Yeah, I was just
Palace?
going to say, have they checked Ice Palace?
I don't think we got a hint for that one. At least it's not marked off on Goomba's personal tracker, and Matt doesn't have one up on stream.
Yeah, Matt's
We
going to have
had
some
a cave
really...
on an island, yeah, but that's for the light world version.
Yeah.
The other one will say Ice Palace leads to.
Yeah, Matt's going to have some interesting choices in a couple minutes, too. Is he going to
Yeah.
just go?
I think in his case, I'd be hunting for entrances still. I mean, I might finish off Maya first, but at the same time, just hunt entrances on top of Darknet Mountain in the hopes of Swamp.
Yeah.
And
you
hope
can...
that you'll just find the pod big key in there.
Exactly, and because he has already checked the 2 drop-downs, he can do that, and then if he is unsuccessful at locating what he's looking for, say it is an Ice Palace, he can make that decision then.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he doesn't have the they don't have the big key yet, do they? What am I talking about?
What? GT? Yeah, no.
Ganon's Tower, yeah.
They can't climb. No, Moth saw the green pendant was just 5 rupees, I believe. So we'll get confirmation where this cave leads now. I'm pretty sure the other one was confirmed to not be this one, so this might just be the dam we get spit out. I think. Yeah, as expected.
Matt getting the benefit of bow and silver arrows for Ice Armos.
Yep, he'll also get that on Vidi, so slight advantage in that regard.
And I think he just brought his Cane of Samaria into Logic too, did he not? Was that where it was? With that last small key to Meyer?
Yeah.
He skipped the 2 chests in Hope Room, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. What?
I don't think that's going to be a problem for him.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything in there, but... Oh, we found Swamp Palace, it's in ice. Oh. Goomba can't do anything here, though. He needs his flute first. Wait, what did the hint say? I didn't catch it.
I was watching Matt's screen to see what he picked
same.
up on the side, yeah.
Ooh! No, this dungeon!
Oh, well, now maybe he does have a decision to make.
Oh, time to climb.
And he is just gonna skip those Hope Room chests.
Hint was SPs and IP. Nice. Good hint system.
That's a good hit.
That's a bit of a whoopsie. Also, he really isolated the big chest down there now. Like,
Yeah,
I think I
I'm
might have gone
surprised.
through the right side again.
I would have probably done that as well, especially since he wasn't at risk of having not enough keys if he did that.
Agreed.
Then again, you know you're facing Goomba. You might just be thinking, I can't check this right now.
Let's see what Turtle is. Since we have the ether. Skipped one in TR as well, okay. Also skipped the entrance down on the way to Desert, the Rock, I believe. Or has he gone back for that one?
I don't remember him going back for it.
Yeah. So I think some of those might just... Oh, he went back.
He did? Okay.
So some of those might just be whoopsies. Some of them might be intentional decisions. Oh, the front of Old Man Rescue. How useful.
Yeah, those Hope Room, there's no reason to skip those other than you thought you already checked them, but because you went full left, it's unusual.
The Pyramid Drop is the back of Sanctuary, but we've gotten a small key and gone in there. Oh, back to GT for Goomba as well, so we might be saying the same from him. If the big chest, like if Goomba goes for the big chest and that has something, then that's a big whoopsie for Matt.
Yeah.
Because coming back here again is like... Ugh.
That's your last location, basically.
Yeah.
I don't remember if we saw this from Matt, but I think I would have. Did he check Towel Room?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Pretty sure I was blown away by the fact that he skipped Hype Cave, or the Hope Room at that time, and he just sprinted through these two, so... Yeah, he's got a bunch of landmines here in GT, hoping to avoid.
Interesting. It's the second castle tower small.
That is going to be something he's going to have to do.
Oh god. That alone might break his back.
Yeah, that is, I mean, nothing. It was an intentional play, although I feel like skipping Tower Room is an intentional play.
Yeah, I assume so.
That's why you can't skip anything in it.
I assume that was intentional. I don't think Hope Room was intentional.
I can't imagine that that was intentional.
Like, that's two of the quickest chests you can grab.
No, what that is I'm not sure Matt runs a lot of entrance. Like, he's a really good standard and vanilla runner, but I think he's a newer entrance runner. And I noticed when I started playing it, you tend to not, like, you do different routes in GT and entrance than you do otherwise, because a lot of times your plan is to full clear. Yeah, that's going to be...
And upper GT completely useless, wow.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge problem for him. Because
I mean, Tire Room not too bad to come back to, but big chest.
You got it. Yeah. First of all, GT is not in a very friendly comeback toable spot. It's in Tower Room. It's the Aga key, which can have no limitations on it at this point. It can be anywhere. So.
Yep. And let's see what it is. I assume it's junk, but yeah, just 50 bucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way after that Tower Room thing that Goomba making a really smart play to pick up the silver arrows.
Quicksilvers, and I think he'll climb as well. I would be surprised if he doesn't at this point.
Yeah, especially since unless he's dumb like me and forgets what's at the pyramid hole, he'll know that he doesn't have to finish it off. So.
Like, I think Aga 2 is like almost a third of the climb or a fourth of the time investment. So if you just mirror out after Molder 2,
you can make it as big a percentage as you want with Aga 2.
I mean, true. And just whiff a bit on the blue balls.
Yeah, he also, I mean, it's...
on the red balls.
Oh, it's yeah, exactly. Or just be really bad and get bad patterns at it, too. But no, it'll be interesting to see if Matt even ever remembers to go back to those spots in Ganon's Tower.
Yep.
I mean, he is remembering these other Glove Rock spots that he orphaned a long time ago, so that is a good thing, but it's, it's, in my opinion, it's a lot easier to track entrances I haven't seen. When you think you've checked a chest in a dungeon and you haven't actually checked it, it's a...
Yeah, unless you find the compass and go into the dungeon again or something. But
yeah, then you're in panic mode, though.
Yeah. And Matt finds his Swamp Palace, his full clearable Swamp Palace. I expect we'll see the pod key in here.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Like, I'd really be surprised if we don't find it in these 10 checks. And I'm a bit surprised Matt hasn't gone back to clear Meyer. I guess he doesn't know. Well, yeah, he knows it's a crystal now. He has all the pendant knowledge.
Yeah, and I guess knowing that he's missing Swamp and has to find it, he might just be thinking that there's a better chance that the item's going to be here, and that he can just go and clear up Meyer.
At the same time, Meyer for him is just the big chest and Vidi, so he's not gonna really save much time by not doing it.
Yeah, true, and if he finds it there, I mean, left side Swamp's going to take a lot of time, and I can't imagine... I mean, he did just skip Tower Room, but I can't imagine you're going to skip left side Swamp if you don't find what you're looking for in the front. I suspect he might skip it on his first pass.
Yep, just go to the back first.
Although he's missing multiple items still, so...
Is he? He's found Swamp now?
Well, he's got the Pod big key, and he's got the Agate Tower small.
Oh yeah, the Agate Tower was small for him. Right. That's really unfortunate for him. Like, I think without that small key miss, this might have been closer than I expected, at least. This way, it might just become a blowout as long as Goomba remembers to go to Zora area sometime soon. Oh, that's a desert small to put desert into logic. Thanks, game.
Also opens 2 more horrible locations.
Yup. Then again, oh no, the back was near the save and quit point. Where are the front entrances? I got there. Well, there one is at flute 5, even the right one.
Oh
so
yeah, that's right. That's one.
That's a decent one for him with the flute in hand. Okay, where does Goomba go?
Yeah, it really does feel like Matt would have had a significant advantage heading into the end of the run had he not run over that Agate Tower.
Yeah, Goomba delaying Zora
There it is.
this long.
There's the pod key.
He'd be in go mode right now. That's really unfortunate. Oh god, now he gets fetch quest stuff. Oh. Then again, the potion shop is at least like you flute to 2-handed and you flute to 5 and grab your item.
Yeah, not in the worst spots.
Yeah, I mean, Tile Room again might be like intentional, so he might remember to come back there. But yeah, I don't think Hope Room was intentional. I don't know, yeah, I don't understand either, Mega. I have no idea why he's delaying Zora's area for this long. It's still 1 entrance and 2 items for him that he can get in pretty quick fashion.
He's still looking for that dam, unfortunately we know.
Yeah, he needs entrances. And Goomba skipping out on Castle Tower for now. Interesting. Probably doesn't want to get put on a pyramid right now. Wants to grab his Smithy first.
Yeah.
I think he might be grabbing the purple chest. At the same time, he doesn't have the flutes to hand it in easy, so maybe not.
Yeah, and he knows what it is, right? So
yeah, he knows it's a sword. Yeah. He's just on Master Sword. He hasn't found the other one on Moldorm yet. I didn't catch Argus either. Sorry.
I mean, can't be anything of value.
Yeah, it looks like he's grabbing the chest. He wants that tempered sword. The green bottle, okay. Yeah. Oh no, he's not grabbing the chest. Okay. I mean, it won't bite him. So... because even after finding a flute, I can't imagine him skipping out on Moldorm, since he might just be holding the pot big key.
Yeah, it's up in the top. Maybe if it was in the first chest with it, like, and then he hadn't found here or something like that, I could see that. But no, with him still missing the pod key,
I can't see him bailing after the big chest.
The intriguing question is, what on earth is Matt going to do next once he's done with Swamp Palace?
Yeah, I'd probably finish off Pod, I assume.
I was just going to say, after he clears out Pod, then what?
Yeah, finish off Pod, finish off Maya, and then you have the probably most annoying thing that can happen in entrance. You got 7 crystals, and you need boots or Castle Tower small keys for go mode.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just god-awful.
Yeah, I mean... on the small bright side for us, we might get to see what's actually in the Ganon's Tower entrance today without it.
Yeah. You might go for Pyramid Ferry for that 1 item. like he could do all sorts of things afterwards.
None of them good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, maybe going up and checking the vanilla GT entrance takes him back to actual GT.
True.
But for him, I assume in his mind that's just 2 checks that are very slow. So that might just be a last location thing.
Yeah, but he's gonna get into the area where every single check he has is really
It's
slow, and
shit.
2 of them in the same spot is better than 1 of them in a.
Yeah, probably. And yeah, it looks like the pod play plus the Maya play, both in this area.
Yeah,
The hook speed off the stairs in front of Aga 1, yeah, that's a good one. Really hard to say. Really? R Lily? I'm not sure, sorry if I
I think
butchered that.
R Lily, exactly.
Yeah, I can't tell the Alice and Ice apart. But obviously, Matt is ahead in terms of like dungeon completion, but just he skipped one item that can be literally everywhere. So, and Goomba should find his way to the rest that he's missing soon. But yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The way the seed broke for Matt, he found the boots really early, which led to the mitts and the Swamp Palace drain eventually, and that is what Goomba is lacking. Unfortunately, he skipped the Agataraki and Tau room, which Goomba has, and it might be a real problem.
Yeah, as much as I can understand skipping chests against one of the like best entrance players there is, skipping stuff in entrance is just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, the only time skipping stuff makes sense is if the reason you're skipping it is so that you can hopefully bundle it together with other things later if you're missing items. But I mean, with Tau Room, that really wasn't the case. That was just this is going to take me 90 seconds. I don't want it.
Looks like Goomba is finally doing this.
Yeah, he's going to get his progression started here.
I mean, yeah, when you're in Go mode, you obviously skip stuff. That's like sort of the point of Go mode.
I mean, there's certain chests that you don't skip because you
yeah,
muscle
if
memory
you
your way.
still want to sort or silver, but
well, I muscle memory my way into some chests. You don't want to.
That's true. That's true. And Goomba sees a big key.
Yeah, that's not going to be making him happy. And
he'll probably be disappointed as Hera, but
I know. Yeah. I can't see him not following it, though. He doesn't have very many options left.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's low as well. I don't see Goomba not killing Moldorm. I'm fairly certain he will.
It's a really
he is
fast
still
kill,
missing
too.
Pot Big. Yeah. He has hammer, it's 3 hammer hits, so. Hera right next to Link's house, basically, just on the Darkworld Hype Cave. Easy enough to get to. Here comes a bit of time save for Matt again, since he found bow and silvers before doing this. One advantage of like pushing off bosses. Get better equipment. He doesn't have arrows though.
he shot one of them into the wall, that's fun.
Rip. Nice. This is Eastern. Oh god, he might clear out Eastern as well.
Oh, he almost certainly will.
Yeah, that's like 2 somewhat quick checks, better than GT at least. Oh boy. Oh, we haven't seen this connector yet. I think this leads to GT? Or Floating Island? Oh no, it's a British ledge. That makes sense.
Where did it go? I had to look away for a second.
Laser Bridge ledge.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's still hoping for a Maya connector, since he doesn't know.
I mean, it makes sense from his shoes.
Yeah, for sure. And now he's just gonna go to Hera. Yeah, Pet is completely dead. Little bit of love over there.
Yeah, the book was just on Laser Bridge, which they both got pretty early.
Yeah, laser bridge in Kakariko, so they both got it basically immediately. I don't think Matt checked it though, the pad, right? Just Goomba did?
Yeah, I don't think he did.
So...
Which I totally respect. Ped seeds in entrance are fairly rare unless you
yeah.
happen to watch the Dracarius match the other day versus Number Play, I believe it was.
Yeah. Which still surprises me, to be honest, since there's just so much more stuff that can land on it that's required.
I feel I agree with you, but I have had so few in my playing.
Same.
Well, Goomba knows what he just found. He's not going to be too pleased with that, I don't think.
Yeah. At the same time, now he at least knows he has guaranteed Maya access, so I think he now knows he's probably gonna be able to finish this.
For sure, I just was referring to how early this stuff has all been available.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Probably sweating a little bit.
Oh yeah, he definitely doesn't feel good about this run. I don't think either of them feel very good at this point.
Yeah, late boots leading into mids, and this late Zora area for Goomba.
Yeah, this gets to be the time, like, this was a friendly seed. I mean, some seeds... I've played seeds where I don't have a single item, and they've had 20 items in that time frame, right? So they know that with all the access, it was possible to God route this more than other seeds may be possible, and it's unlikely in a 1v1, but, I mean, this is about the time you're looking at that IRC every few seconds.
Yeah, and Matt is just now in that god-awful position of, well, 7 crystals for go mode, 7 crystals, no go mode. As we said earlier. Goomba dashing right over to Kakariko to activate the flute. Yeah, Matt going back for the big chest makes sense. He now needs to clear basically everything. I don't think he played terrible. Like, he still routed efficiently, it just... sometimes the decisions you make just don't work out. Especially in a seat that's this open.
Yeah, there were basically two. Yeah, he pushed off Thieves Town for a long time that cost him, and then he delayed Sora.
At the same time, he like routed the entire overworld that was left to him in the span where he didn't save and quit to Thieves Town. So he made efficient choices in that time.
I know, right? It wasn't even Pendant Thieves Town.
Yeah, he really hates that one. Oh, Matt now even looking for the French vanilla castle tower key. Oh.
Well, I agree with this check, because I figure if I don't want to last locate it here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And when I get into a spot like him, I tend to think, like, what is the best spot it could be for me? And for him, that is this location.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he has left after this, though.
I don't know either. I mean, obviously he can clear out Skullwoods and Eastern.
Yeah, he's got the 2 pendants. And,
he might blind pull pad.
Pedestal.
And then it's like going back to some of the skips you made earlier, basically.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't know that in many of the dungeons he has many skips. I think he might have one chest in TR. I think I saw the vanilla.
Yeah.
Maybe it's.
And maybe then he goes back to DT. Yeah, here comes the pyramid fairy.
This makes sense. He knows there's an item there.
Yep. Oh, soon Goomba will find them and be in go mode. Oh, he'll need the pot key, but he'll find that in Swamp. Yeah, pretty much Jiffy, but that's just how entrance works, I guess.
Yeah, and just like any Keysanity, those Tower keys are the worst when you're looking for them.
Yeah.
You need them. All dungeon Keysanity, or in this case, Ganon required.
There's just so many decisions to be made in a seat that's open like this, so that can just go any way, basically.
Yeah, not only was it a really open seed, but there were certain areas like Death Mountain in particular where there was all kinds of intersecting connections.
Death Mountain was horrible this seed.
Well, so it is King's Tomb.
Yep. Just 10 arrows. Ouch. Yeah, I think so, since Goomba has cleared Aga Tower already. I think it's too late for Matt now, probably. Since Goomba obviously will go to the back first as well, and won't even have to clear left side. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going back to GT right away. He's probably gonna do pendant dungeons first, I'd imagine.
And psychologically, when you skip something, it's really hard to go back to that something until you've done everything you haven't skipped. And so he hasn't skipped Eastern. He was not able to clear it based on the dungeon layout. He hasn't skipped for the same reason, I think.
Because it's like, if you go back on one of your gambles, you're sort of admitting defeat. Like, I've wasted a ton of time skipping this, so I can't go back on it.
Yeah, unless it's like a scenario where you've skipped a bunch of items and you've left them there. Like, I don't know, if I find something early in Pod, I sometimes will just leave the back, hoping that it's not there, but I know, okay, after I check a few other good locations, I'll go right back.
Yeah, and you're hoping just to be able to clear it all out at once then.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of like leaving one chest behind.
Yeah, I try and orphan families instead of single locations.
Yep. Desert small, yay. Oh yeah, we've never seen that as well, so he might be doing that if he remembers. Yeah, he has 2 chests left in there. Ugh. So I think for Matt, yeah, it comes sort of down to he has 2 chests in Eastern, he has 2 chests in Right Side Desert, he has Mothula plus the Green Pendant and the Skullwood's big chest. And I think in his mind he just has Tile Room and GT big chest. I don't think Hope Room was intentional.
Yeah, I think he has Spike Cave still somewhere on the map, if I'm not...
We got a hint for that, and I'm pretty sure you read it. So, yeah.
I wonder if he did find the map, or the compass to TR, and if he makes it back there, if he'll have a bit of a heart attack when he sees how many items he's missing.
That's a good question. Looks like we get the Mothula play first. Maybe he takes the 3 connector back up to the mountain? Maybe? There's go mode for Goomba. And with his silvers and tempered in hand, he just skips everything single chest. There's no need to waste any second. He probably doesn't feel too good how the seat worked out for him. So, just go, go, go.
I'm pretty sure the chest he skipped in TR is the big chest that he didn't really... Like, he didn't have the big key, I don't think, when he found that in.
He got big chest.
Oh, he did. What did he skip?
Keys.
What did he skip?
I'm not sure. Maybe
Crystal Roller Room?
I could imagine.
Oh, the first chest on the left.
Interesting. I'm pretty sure Goomba will sub to 30 this, please.
Yeah.
Because the last 5 or 6 seats I've commented were 240 seats or longer. They were horrible slogs. So I'm glad that these two caught a break from it.
Yeah, this was a much more friendly entrance seat than a lot of the other ones we've seen recently, it seems.
Yeah. Like, if you basically god route this, it's an easy sub 2, I think. Not even god
for
route,
sure.
but... There's the green pendant turn-in. I'm almost surprised he didn't do Eastern first and do this together with the pad check. Maybe he just checks pad now to see if he wants to do Eastern.
I feel at this point checking the ped is a waste of time. It's either...
I mean, yeah,
if
either
you're
you
going
go
there
for it.
anyways.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Going back to the big chest here.
Makes sense. He's right in the area.
Yeah, he's it's gonna be obviously we all knew it was big trouble when he left that key behind.
Yeah.
Almost impossible to make up from something like that in one of these things.
Yeah. No V1C 20 hearts, 1 heart piece is on pedestal.
Maybe from Matt.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
But then again, he's reading it first.
right now, yeah.
No 20 hearts for these runners.
Well, that's the other thing. In a casual race, you'll probably pick up a lot of heart pieces. You won't pick up in a race like this, just hoping to get that 20 heart dream, but...
Oh, almost the NMG strat. 1 turtle flip too far. And here comes Eastern. This is so unfortunate for Matt. He had a really good shot.
Yeah, he basically had the race in his hand. He would have won if he'd picked up that key.
Yeah. His early decision making just worked out really nicely.
Yeah, and the thing that he was missing forever, the glove, didn't really seem to lock anything in that sort of early to mid game where it would have punished him really.
Yeah.
Whereas the things that Goomba missed really punished him badly. Except the last thing Matt mixed was the ultimate punishment. So.
Yeah, like this is like the worst scenario for cross keys, having all your crystals and not being able to kill Ganon. Like either because you're missing a sword or I don't know, your boots, your castle tower keys, stuff like that.
I mean, Goomba's basically gonna full clear this seed.
Yeah.
He's gonna skip Eastern Palace, and like that's really about it. I mean, he's not gonna get the Pyramid Fairy item.
Yep. Big flute, great. Through the whirlpool. Yeah, Matt is going to get more because he skipped one thing. Blue key? If you mean blue mail, that was just in oh, blue staff, floating island. I don't think we ever found a connector for that.
I think it has to be Hookshot Cave, and I think Hookshot Cave has to be in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We saw all the other entrances in like Maya and Dark Death Mountain now. Nice one-on-one.
Followed by some nice bat dodges forehead.
I can just tank it. He's still on green, right? I can't quite see his sleeves. Yeah, that's still green. Leaf. So hard to tell on the pink sprite.
I didn't even try.
Yeah. Like I'm not blue-green colorblind, but it's just hard to tell them apart if it's just so few pixels of it. Oh, it looks like Matt is going. He might actually get go mode before Goomba's done. Oh. Never mind. Yeah, first mail upgrade was an EP big chest. Matt just got it. Get your GGs in chat. To 1840. Oh, Matt opening Gannon's tower. I think this might actually be Hookshot Cave. Almost has to. Yep. Beautiful. Hey, Goomba, GG.
Hey, GG. Oh.
So, how did you like that Zora area?
I didn't. I just wanted to find the dam, I wanted to find Spectacle Rock, I wanted to get it over with. But nah, none of that.
Yeah. So, turns out your opponent skipped Tile Room.
Oof.
He had 7 crystals for like 20 minutes and is looking for his castle tower key.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. He had he was missing his glove for quite a while. The first glove like right next to Link's house basically.
Yeah.
But he was pretty fortunate in that he did Deep Town very early.
Yeah,
So he got
I was
his
worried about
flutes
those
and
moves.
mids and flute, got them super early.
Yeah, I was really worried about that stuff.
Oh, looks like he's going back to GT now. Gonna get the bad notes. And he somehow skipped Hope Room. Don't think it was intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because he did right side. Oh.
Yeah, I did not feel good about any of that.
Yeah. That was a...
That-
He's skipping Tile Room again? What?
Everything
What?
about that felt awful.
Yeah, like it was just such a wide open seat right from the beginning. Like this could have gone
Yeah.
any way. I feel.
Like the early route, I think was really efficient. Like I got a lot of stuff done with that mirror and the glove and the hammer and all that. But then come the mid game, I just did everything in the wrong order.
Yeah. I mean, you see if Tile Room chest is spawned, so I can't believe he thinks he's done Tile Room, and he has 25 out of 27 on his compass. Like,
Don't ask me.
this is. Yeah, but why go for big chest before Tile Room? I'm confused. We're gonna have to ask him. But yeah, Seed was interesting. Let's say like that. It was just like Death Mountain was a whole cluster. I don't want to say fuck, but clusterfuck. It just describes it perfectly with all the like different entrances and connectors.
Paradox
and...
Cave and Hyrule Castle were really funny. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Like checking that efficiently is just horrible.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I won. Like, everything just it sucked.
He's lead. What? What? But yeah, it basically came down to the Tile Room skip. Like he had a lead just because of the mid-game decisions he made. Like I don't think any of you did like wrong decisions or bad routing. Like you both did just what was efficient for you at the time. But he just had the fortune of finding the boots and the mids and the flute, like all like that chain very early.
Yeah, that flute would have been nice because there was no way to get anywhere.
Yeah, your save and quit points were pretty awful.
Saving quick points were awful, connectors were awful, everything was awful.
There's the forfeit by Matt.
Yeah, Matt just decided to quit the race. GG.
GG.
Yeah, we asked him if he wants to join us as well, or maybe he just doesn't wanna. Which would be understandable as well. Like, this is just the worst feeling, having 7 crystals and not being able to finish.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which chest he actually missed here. Someone earlier said it was the one on the left side. Ah, he's joining us.
Yeah, I felt terrible about like everything that run. Like, I went into Ice Palace before Mire to look for the cane, and then not only was the cane in Mire, but there was also an Ice Palace Svalky in Mire, so I could have cleared Ice Palace way faster.
Yep, yeah, Matt got that hint way early. He got spit out by the
Yeah.
connector up on Death Mountain, and was stranded there since he didn't have gloves at that point. So he got that hint very early for the cane, or French Vanilla cane.
Yeah, and then I got my Thieves Town boots at like I don't even know how late, 1:30ish I think.
I think even later probably.
Everything just it didn't work. And then I decided to skip Zora area like a jackass because I was hunting entrances so I could find the dam and oh no. Whoops, can't do that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Matt is still hunting for that small key. At this point, I don't even think he intentionally skipped Tile Room. Like,
No, I imagine he's at this point thought he's completed.
he must have seen the 26 out of 27 when he checked the big chest right now. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes if I'm not, I mean, we remember silvers were there, but sometimes I just think, oh, was it something I didn't pick up on?
oh yeah, maybe. Oof. Oh, I think he can't get to Crystal Roller, right? Oh no, there's no door here.
Yeah, it's afterwards.
Yeah. No, he got that one as well, so it had to be the one in the front.
It is, yeah.
Oopsies. Yeah, I think it might be what you described earlier, that it's like he's somewhat new to entrance, so doing some of the dungeons not in the like order you're used to can be a bit fatal. Hey Matt!
Hey, how's it going?
GG!
Where is it?
Tile room.
Sorry.
Did you intentionally skip it, or?
No, I just blanked.
Ah, damn. We
Yeah,
thought you
that's
might have intentionally skipped it the first time, but when you just went back in, we were a bit confused.
No, I'm just a cross keys noob.
Yeah. It's...
Apparently so am I.
Cross keys is hard.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna go get it now because I just want to see this number. I want to see if I got the
Your collection rate.
the 210 plus.
Yeah,
It might be, yeah. I guess we can give you sort of the rundown as well. So you, obviously you missed your glove early on for quite a while,
Yeah.
but it didn't really hurt you.
No, as soon as I got that, I didn't feel bad at all because
Yeah.
we had so much to do early on.
Yeah,
So-
it was a very open seed.
Yeah.
And your mid game just worked out much better than Goomba's, since Goomba put off Thieves Town for a long while, so you didn't get his boots and mitts and flute.
Yeah.
So you actually were quite a bit ahead.
Yeah, it
Flute
felt
was
like,
effectively my go mode.
Yeah, basically.
I felt like I think I played really well. I just
Yeah.
immediate is
Yeah, a few skips here and there that kind of hurt now in the end. That's just a problem if you need those castle tower keys, or I guess
Yeah.
any key can just bite you horribly
Yeah,
in
but-
the entrance.
The castle tower keys are by far the worst.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I've had
that
7
was-
crystals for like 35 minutes now.
Yeah, I think you had them
Yeah.
at the 2-hour mark. So
At least the yeah, and it's a rule that whenever you derp something like that, it's never a big 20. It's always the stupid thing you're looking.
Yeah. So what was confusing me is that I saw that I missed an item in Turtle Rock, but I don't think I did, even though the compass says 11 out of 12, and I was like,
you believe it's the compass, like the one in the front left?
I'm almost positive I got that though.
I didn't register you getting it, but I also didn't register you skipping it. Someone in chat mentioned it.
Yeah, I think one of the trackers mentioned that was the one.
Yeah.
Like I saw you getting firelock checks.
Yeah.
I didn't actively see you getting the left one.
Yeah. Interesting.
I thought it was Crystal Roller that you didn't grab. But...
Yeah, because like I knew I had an item left, but I didn't know which chest, and I was like, that's gonna be the last thing I do. I'm not going to. Well, apparently Tyler was the last thing I do, but yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I gotta say, mid game, no bueno. That was terrible.
Yeah, imagine doing Zora like an hour earlier.
That would have been nice. That flute would have been pretty cool. Before the 2-hour mark.
And you did get the flippers quite a bit later than Matt 2 Goomba, so that was even. I think he might have even had the Tower Parakeet like long before you even got to the flippers.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't touch Death Mountain for like an hour.
No, but that didn't seem like that bad of a play because you had that early mirror, you had the early glove, so you could basically full clear the whole lower world other than the couple boots.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like my early game route was really, really efficient, but when it came down to dungeons, like, I just did them all in the wrong order.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that didn't work out in your early game was the odd eastern area double dip instead of doing them with the mirror.
Yeah, that was
which
kind of
Matt was able to do.
And I don't
Yeah, I got the
remember.
mirror early. I felt like my overworld routing was like really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
And I don't remember
Same.
exactly where the Thieves Town Big Key was, but I think Matt had the Thieves Town Big Key when he ended up on the top of the pyramid. So basically, or was it was the small key up there? I can't remember.
Yeah, the small key was up there.
Yeah,
but
the small
I already
key was
had the
up
big
there.
key.
Yeah, exactly. So he could just jump down, go right into Thieves Town, made total sense. Where for you, Goomba, obviously you couldn't. And that kind of was like sort of the difference in the mid.
Yeah, and like I was going to go to Thieves Town on my next save and quit for like half an hour, but then I
that's
just
what we
didn't
said.
save and quit ever.
That's what we said. You just routed the entire overworld in that span.
I just want to ask you, you've played a lot of entrants. Have you ever checked the old man starting points later than you did in the seed, Goomba?
No, I haven't. Like I was about to go follow some connector to try to get my ass up on Darkest Mountain, and I was like, oh yeah, I haven't saved and quit to the old man yet. Let's do that real quick.
Oh, here's your free bow.
Yep, here's your free crystal in the bow as well. That was nice.
I think one of the few things we haven't seen in the seed was right side of desert. Neither of you have checked that, but then again, we're not missing like anything.
I also didn't do the big chest or Armor's Knights in Eastern Palace.
Yeah, Matt went back for that.
Definitely did that.
Big chest had blue mail and Hookshot Cave, and GT had red mail.
I was wondering where the mail upgrades were.
Where did the other end of Hookshot Cave lead to, by the way?
It had to be the
floating, right?
Floating island.
Yeah,
it had to be.
Yeah, I was pretty sure we hadn't seen it, but someone in chat said we had.
No, I came out on Floating Island. I'm pretty sure it was right side desert.
Oh yeah,
there.
that one was left open as well. You're right.
Yeah, I think that's 2 seeds in a row that had Hookshot Cave and GT, with the other end inaccessible.
Nice. Hey, at least less chance of a hover seed forehead.
Forehead. I like the debate, like fake out hover seed with the big key and spectacle rock.
Yeah.
And then it was the wrong big key, and it didn't even let you access the dam from that exit.
Yep.
It was like the most debate hover seed ever.
No, it was a wild start. Just all these early powerful items.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I just wish I had those boots, like, let's say, an hour earlier than I did. And the flute, I could have easily had at least an hour earlier as well.
You know, and even though Hero was a pendant, it's not like a bad pendant once you find that big key and it gets you those 3 quick items, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I was literally down to 3 items in Tower of Hera versus 2 items in Eastern Palace, so the choice was pretty obvious.
Yeah, I don't think I even knew Hera was a pendant when I did it.
Yeah.
No, you didn't know that yet. That's correct.
Yeah. Goomba had full crystal knowledge a good bit earlier because of the order he got maps in.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, early game felt great, mid game felt awful, late game felt worse. That's really all there is to it.
I felt great up until the point where I got my 7th crystal and it started feeling bad.
Yeah.
That's what we sort of figured.
I think
Yeah.
that's probably the worst feeling in Entrance if you get your 7th crystal, can't kill Ganon.
Yep.
Those castle tower keys or boots missing or some garbage.
Or a sword. That's happened before
Or a
as well.
sword, yeah.
Or GT Big Key, God forbid.
If you're missing a sword, though, you know you just got to go to that vanilla GT entrance and you're gonna find one. Right?
Well, of course.
Probably.
I remember we had a seat a while back that had 3 swords behind that entrance. So
God.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times. I know there was... Drac told me about one where the vanilla GT entrance locked the mirror, and the mirror locked 3 swords.
what?
Jesus. This game can do dumb things that you'd only expect from
why
a
do
Blando.
Why do we play this?
I don't know,
That's a good
dude.
question.
I'm starting to wonder that too.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
does
really
make-
good question.
It makes for interesting races though, because it's like in a normal seed, once it sort of settles itself out, we all know the skill level of the runners and we can sort of gauge who's going to win. And this thing, it's like, okay, who the heck's in the front? Who knows? And then it sort of just filters itself out.
Yep.
Right.
But it was so interesting watching you with all the items. Both of you could totally do entirely different routes, and you'd be all over the map, and then you'd just sort of end up in exactly the same spot with each other again. It was a fun scene.
Yeah, I imagine that one was a lot of fun to watch. Personally, I was terrified for the last hour, because I felt like my route had been an absolute disaster.
Well, yeah, and there's one thing about
Pretty sure I
finding a
was
lot
gonna
of...
lose.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of... Goomba, you never lose at entrance, buddy.
Okay, yeah, no, never happened.
I only have one screenshot that I can post, so it never happened, right?
Yep.
With finding all these early items, it can be very disconcerting, because you know if your opponent hits the god route, it can be like a super god route, right?
Yeah, I mean, that seed had potential to be really, really quick in theory.
Yeah. I think, like, even somewhat decent, like, I think Matt probably could have finished around the 2-hour mark, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I could have sub-2'd that if
Yeah,
I
everyone-
checked.
God routed, it's probably
the
like
first-
150.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, like, I think it even had potential to be like a 145-ish in theory,
Yeah.
but that would take
Even
like,
though
a
that's
serious
obviously-
god route.
Yeah,
Let's-
like hard to get.
Let's just ship it over to PKR and see what she returns with.
Yeah, not going there. Not going there. Not going there. All right. Yeah, nice seed. Who rolled
GG's,
that?
Matt.
GG Goomba.
Yeah, GG.
GG, guys. Congratulations, Goomba. Moving on to winners bracket round number 4, and Matt will have to fight his way through the losers bracket.
Oh, yeah, I gotta play Bonta now probably too. This is the
Thank God I got one.
back.
I
Dodged
did
a bullet
not
there.
want to lose this one.
I looked at this bracket and I thought about intentionally losing my first match so I could avoid both
To
of
get
these
a
matches.
different spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with losing from here on out, but I really, really did not want to lose this one.
Should just do
So,
it
yeah.
like certain people in qualifications and get a worse score on purpose to evade certain runners.
Oh yeah,
in the
well
bracket.
it's Korak's fault that I gotta play Goomba now.
Yeah.
Because he beat him.
Basically.
Yep. It's all his fault.
All right. This was a great match. I hope everyone enjoyed it. And now, if you can't get enough of Cross Keys. There's still a match going on ZSR2, which is already winners bracket round number 4 between Namefaker and Haunted Quest. And I hope we'll see you all there. So, thanks everyone for watching. GG to the runners. Thank you to the volunteers, to Hamstar, to Frostbite3030, and to our trackers today, to Norinato, and to Cool Papa Bell. Catch you all later, I hope, and see you next stream.
Bye bye.